Okay, so here's an example of the flashcards that you need to make for this assignment. You do need to have 5 of them. You put some sort of question on one side, and then you put the answer to that question on the back. And then once you have them, you're going to quiz yourself on them until you're able to get them all right without any help. And then you know that you are ready for a quiz. If you want to be sure, you should probably do more than 5 flashcards, something like 10 or 15. But just for this assignment purposes, I'm requiring you to do 5. All right, so here's an example of a question you can have for this upcoming heating curve quiz. We've got the axis there, and I just drew the heating curve that you can get from your notes. Then I put these letters here, and then I say label the heating curve. And so you would say in your mind, oh, A is liquid heating up, B is a solid, or sorry, B is melting, C is the liquid heating up. I just messed all that up. A is the solid heating up, B is melting, C is the liquid heating up, D is the boiling, and then E is that gas heating up. And so I'd flip it over, and I would see, did I get all those right? Did I say A was solid? Right, and you'd be, oh no, I missed that one, right? Because actually the first time I said A was something different. So you would put this in your redo pile, right? Then you go to your next one. Okay, so I just drew this as well, right? And I made the axis whatever, and I just made this up. You can make it up, or you can get it from your homework, right? And one of your homework sheets, which are all on Google Classroom. You can use those graphs, whatever, right? You just need to practice the skill of identifying it. And this question I asked myself, I said, what is the melting and boiling point? Is melting 60 degrees? And then flip it over, you're like, oh no, melting was the 30. Oh, so it must be this one. Okay, 30, okay, because that's in between 20 and 40. Okay, that makes sense. For the boiling point, I said it was 60. Oh, it's 58. And you look closer and you realize, oh, that line isn't straight across. It is a little bit under there. Okay, that's how you quiz yourself. So this will go on my redo stack. And then this one, I drew this one and I put ABC. This is a good example. Hopefully you are watching this video. This is one where it's only got 2 slanted parts. And so you have to realize, okay, you need a little bit more information so you know what's happening at the flat part. Because this could either be the liquid or it could be the solid, depending on what information they give us. So in this one, I said, if this substance is gas at 55 degrees Celsius, so that means it's a gas here, what is happening at A and B? Well, if this is a gas, that must mean this was boiling and this was liquid. So A is liquid, B is boiling, right? But if I change this question slightly, which I did for this next card, and I said, okay, well, what if it's liquid at 55 degrees C? Same graph. So if it's liquid here, that means it must have melted here, and this was the solid. So A must be solid, B must be liquid. Okay, so the only difference between those two questions is the information that I tell you, right? When you have 2 slants, you need that additional information to be able to know what's happening where. Okay. And then you could ask other questions that don't have graphs too, like what is the difference between melting and freezing? This is definitely on your quiz. It's the same temperature. One is adding energy, which is melting, and the other one is removing energy, which is freezing. So they happen at the same temperature, right? That's why on your notes, right, we've got melting and freezing here. Melting is going this way if you're adding energy, but if you're reversing energy, losing energy, this would be freezing, but it happens at the same temperature. Another question, what is sublimation, right? And you would put the answer on the back. Or another question, draw a particle diagram that shows a substance before and after sublimation. So that's with the little circles, right? You have to know what those particle diagrams look like for each of the phases, so you could draw that too. All right, let me know if you have any questions.